Welcome, dear Gemini, to your tarot reading. Today I will read your cards for the upcoming week, which will begin at the 8th of September and will end at the 14th of September. First of all, I would like to explain a few general facts about the reading. The pattern I'm going to use is the so-called Celtic cross, which shows you the general energies for the week and prospects for the near future. This pattern also provides you with insights in your environment, your wishes and fears, your mindset, and the conscious and unconscious forces within you. The so-called court cards, Knight, Queen, Prince, and Princess, often refer to special people in your life and describe their traits of character. It is not important what gender these cards show. That means a knight could also be a woman in your life, and a queen might as well be a man. Since time is fluent, some events might already have happened, whereas other events might occur a bit later. That hopefully gives you an overlook on your current life situation and some advice on how to deal with it. And now we shall begin. Dear Gemini, now I'm dealing the cards for you, and we will see together how the upcoming week will turn out for you. So that was fast. We can start now, and we will see what happens. So, okay, you are energetic. Here's the Knight of Wands, and if the Knight of Wands represents you, then you are energetic. You are ambitious. You are charismatic. People listen to you. People look up to you, maybe. And you have some goals here. But here are the Five of Pentacles, the big but. It won't come easy. You won't make progress very fast for now. That can change, of course. That's if you are the Knight of Wands, maybe there is a Knight of Wands in your surroundings. Maybe you have a partner who is very energetic, a bit dominant, also charismatic, attractive, ambitious. Then it would mean that the relation to that person is a bit is stagnating at the moment. You are not really making progress. That's the two versions that are most probable. Either you are energetic and you want to do something, you know what you want to do, but there are some obstacles around you. It's not your fault, I think, but there are some things around you, some matters that will keep you from doing that, or will prevent that you will make progress, or that you will be fast, that you will get forward very fast. So that's the one version, and the other version, of course, is that your partner is that energetic person, and you and your partner have some kind of a stagnation in your relationship or friendship. Maybe it's someone who is important to you right now, because it's your partner, or it's a family member, a very good friend, someone you're working with, and there might be some difficulties at the moment with that person. If you can see that, if you know what person that is, you should talk about that. Maybe you are Gemini, you like to talk about things, and so that won't be hard for you just to bring that up. Here's the past Nine of Wands. You made some plans. It's very similar. It's Sagittarius. It means you are energetic. You are enthusiastic. You have already had some ideas, or some impulse. Maybe it's your own idea. Maybe from someone else in your surroundings, who gave you some kind of inspiration, and now you're thinking that's a good idea, I'm going to do that. That could lead that you to that fact that you are that Knight of Wands, but it's also possible that the Knight of Wands gave you that idea and told you, hey, you could do this or that, you would be great with that or something, and then you said, yeah, you're right, I'm good at this, why shouldn't I make a career on that field? But it's not easy in the beginning, of course. Many things begin. It's September. In my experience, after my experience, September is the month when things come to an end and begin at the same time. And autumn or fall is the time when you have to think of new plans, where the old things won't work anymore. You could enjoy the old stuff when it wasn't old, but now it's old and done. And but for Geminis, that's not such a problem. You love change and you love new challenges. So so you are really enthusiastic here about your new challenges, but the people around you or the conditions you are in make that a bit hard for you. Here are the Six of Cups. Consciously, I know who I am. So you know who you are, and you know what you want. So that's great. Your mindset is great. Your energy is great, and I think your intentions are also good. And if it was on you, you could start right now. But there must be some reason why that's hard or impossible. Not necessarily impossible, but not that easy as you have thought it would be. Maybe that's the reason. The Knight of Cups in your unconscious, that's a bit tricky here, because we have here a very opposite couple. So if it's a couple, you can't be both. I think that would be very difficult for you. But okay, if you are both at the moment, then that would mean you are, on the one hand, energetic, like I already said, determined, focused, ambitious, but on the other hand, a bit dreamy, a bit sensitive, maybe also more focused on security, but that's not really you. So I think it's more another person in your life who makes your life maybe a bit difficult. Maybe someone opened some feelings or made you aware of feelings you ignored in the past, something like that. Maybe there is someone who has feelings for you, who maybe fancies you or loves you even, and that maybe you are not too excited about that. But it also could be you are excited about that, but there are problems that make your love a bit complicated. Maybe one of you already has a partner. Could be. Maybe you want to have an affair, but you know you can't, because that would mess everything up. So that's a bit tricky here, because we have those two very opposite, very different persons here, and I think they are in some kind of conflict, and that leads you to those Five of Pentacles here. There is either an inner conflict between your more adventurous and bold side and to your more introvert and sensitive side, or you are the naturally rather adventurous bold one, and your partner or your love interest or something like that is completely different, and that makes the relation between you two difficult. Yeah. But, okay, that's good. That's good. Problem will be solved. Here are the Two of Swords. So, if it's an inner conflict, you will get along with yourself and your two sides. That's the old Gemini cliche, two sides, two different people or persons in one body. And if you will come to that point here, two of swords, then that is really achievement for you, because that means you can make some kind of compromise between your very contradictive sides that are in yourself. If it's another person, you will get to some kind of compromise with that person. That's good, because that will resolve that difficult situation here. So you have to talk to that person, like I said in the beginning, about those conflicts you've got. But if you do, you will come to a solution with that person. If it's an inner conflict, then you have to talk to yourself and think about yourself. Maybe read a book or something, or getting some advice from friends or from a therapist. Sorry, and reflect your problems, reflect your issues. But if you do, you will solve your problem. So it's not so hard to get the problem solved here. You just have to talk to the people that could be affected here, or respectively reflect on yourself. Here's the High Priest. That means you are really determined. You really know what you want, and you've come to a decision. And maybe that decision is not what others expected from you. And that could be the reason that you are a bit cautious here. And so you have to talk to that person or persons. At the moment, I think it's rather a person, another person, and not an inner conflict. And that there are people who know a different side of you, and now you want to live out your other side. And maybe your partner, just an example, doesn't know that side so well, and you have to tell her or him, I'm not only the way you know me, I also have other urges or wishes or hobbies, and I want to pursue that. And you might be afraid that the person here may react a bit surprised, even disappointed, even shocked. May start crying or something like that. I didn't know. Who are you? So I think your worries are a bit exaggerated. You just have to talk to that person, and you will see he or she will have will have some kind of understanding, and you can be blunt and honest with that person, and tell him or her about your plans and about your wishes and your goals. And maybe he or she will help you with that, support you with that. Could be. Okay. Here's the the Queen of Swords. I hope that this card would tell me if it's either if it's the one or the other version. If the person, if he or she will support you or not. But yeah, I think he or she will say to you, yeah, just do whatever you want. Maybe won't be too supportive, but they won't prevent you from doing that either. So you can do what you want, and you don't have to be afraid that someone will stop you. And that's good. So maybe you are afraid your partner, your mother, your boss, someone who has some kind of authority about over you, would do that, but they won't, I think. And you can be really independent and do your own stuff. The most important thing here is honesty. Of course, that's a general fact, but you are in a special situation now where it's even more important. You need honesty. You need to be blunt. You need to say what you're thinking. And whatever it is, it will be heard by others and respected by others. And you don't have to be afraid that they will laugh about it or will say, don't do that, you are crazy, you are stupid, whatever. And since you are that convinced of your new ideas, of you're very powerful now, and you have physical strength, and you have here mental strength. So do what you want, and involve your loved ones or your colleagues, your family in your plans. So you won't have to be, honesty. Four of Cups here. You wish to enjoy your life. Maybe that you had too little comfort in. You've had too little comfort over the last weeks. Maybe you would come to a point where you can relax more, where you can be more easygoing. But not but I can see that here at the moment. Maybe you are also a bit afraid of too many feelings, that people around you won't let you go because they love you so much, that they love, they just want to have you around them, and maybe you don't feel too well in that situation. I think that matches better for you and your sign, that that kind of coziness is not for you. So maybe it's more a fear than a wish. But of course, everybody needs some kind of home and people who love them, of course. But maybe you feel also a bit uncomfortable in that situation. So here are the Seven of Cups in the outcome. That's a hard one. There is something you want to leave, or someone, and that kind of compromise here may be not the solution, because we see the Seven of Cups in the end, or in the outcome. So maybe you feel a bit unfree at the moment and blockaded, like, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe that compromise won't be satisfying for you. At first, it will, but then you will see that it's not the point where you want it to be, or that you want to get rid of some bad habit, or even a person. So you want to have some independence, and there might be some kind of crisis in your relationship, or something might come up. It doesn't have to be a big crisis. Maybe you're just a bit unsatisfied in general at the moment, and you have some wish to change something, and to stop something which you think is the reason for your problems. If it is really the reason for your problems, I don't know. Could be. And then you of course should stop doing that. But maybe you only think that these are the reason for your problems. So don't rush things, and look for the dialogue with the if it's a person. Look for some kind of dialogue, and talk things out and through, and don't decide too early what you're doing. But I think I see a bit of a deeper conflict here. Also, yeah, already those really different persons here. And maybe you might try in the beginning to find some kind of solution where you can do both or be both. And then you will see that it's not possible, and that you will have to decide for one way. And that's what Geminis, don't love too much, to decide for one way. And that could be also a crisis in your relationship. If someone is really serious with you, wants to spend the rest of your life with you, that naturally gives you some doubt, and makes you afraid of some kind, that makes you afraid that you will lose your independence. Earlier I said you won't. You can be honest, and the person, your partner, your opposite, will understand you, and I will stick to that. Talk to them, and be honest, because otherwise you will land at that point, and you will have the wish to flee, to escape, and that might be a mistake. But I can say that now, the only thing I can say is that you shouldn't just leave. You may be able now to bear more responsibility in your life, and maybe just to decide for one person, or one career, for one place to live, something like that. And there is always the day when you have to decide. And if you always leaving the place you are, if you always changing your partners, your apartment, your job, it's something you Geminis like to do, but there will come a point in your life when there will be something missing, and you shouldn't. But I think there is someone in your life now, or you have some kind of stability, and you have achieved some kind of stability, and you are at the brink of risking that. So be aware, and Just talk those things through with the person or persons who are affected, and you will find a solution sooner or later, I think. Yeah, that was a kind of surprise for me here. But the bottom line stays that honesty is really important here. Talk about your feelings, talk about your maybe your escape plans, talk about your insecurities, and you will come to some kind of solution instead of just running. Yeah. Okay, I hope that helped you a little bit and that you enjoyed the reading. And I would be glad if you subscribe to my channel and or left some comment. I'm looking forward to it. Goodbye und auf Wiedersehen.